Welcome to Read Your Channel, the English Reading Rescuers Avenue of SDO Urdaneta City.
Hi! Good day everyone! Once again, I am teacher Urdaneta and I am here to help you develop your reading skills in a creative way.
But before we deal with today's topic, let's have a little recap about our previous lesson. Last time, we learned about inferring the general mood of the selection. We learned that mood is the general feeling that a piece of writing creates within the reader. We need to look for the text evidences along with our schema to find out the mood of the selection. Today's lesson will be a little bit different as the new topic will focus on inferring the general tone of the selection. Tone is the author's attitude towards the subject in a text. Tone is not also stated directly. We must read between the lines to see the author's attitude on the subject. Mood and tone are literary elements that we often confuse or mixed up. Let's see the similarities and differences. Let's take it this way. Mood and tone are the same feeling or attitude. Mood is the feeling the reader gets from the writing. It is what the author makes the reader feels when reading his writing. On the other hand, tone is the author's attitude expressed in the writing. It is how the author feels towards the subject. Again, mood is for readers and tone is for author. How are we going to infer the tone? Tone can be inferred through the way the speaker says the sentence. The speaker's tone also changes the meaning of the sentence. Let's take a look at this sentence. Go to my office, Sarah. When we say this sentence this way, it sounds like we are trying to give Sarah a secret message. Probably, we have something intimate to tell. The tone is secretive, right? How about this? Go to my office, Sarah. We read the same sentence but in a loving tone. The meaning is so light and pleasing. It seems like it has a positive feeling, right? What about this way? Go to my office, Sarah! Uh-oh, it seems like Sarah is going to get in trouble because we say the sentence in an angry way. Indeed, it sounds negatively. See? How we say the sentence conveys different tone. Our tone of voice expresses our attitude. If we are talking about something we are passionate about, our tone of voice may come energized and enthusiastic. But if we are talking about someone we don't like, our voice may be annoyed or angry. Now, there are other ways on how to infer the tone. It can be revealed through dialogue between the characters, descriptions, the way the author describes and shows how he feels, author's diction, or author's choice of words. The author uses specific words to convey specific feeling, and the theme that emerges in the text. The author is trying to teach us something that may convey a different tone. Below are few examples of words you can use to describe an author's tone. Cynical. The authors sound like they are very doubtful on the subjects. Maybe they are sympathetic, so it sounds like the author has lots of sympathy towards the subject. Or they are approving, or sarcastic, or objective about the character. Either way, whichever word you are describing, you are talking about how the author feels. For us to understand the tone better, let's try to infer the tone of this selection. Gaining the attention of his classmates as well as his pretentious teacher, the brave student courageously questioned his teacher's intelligence by challenging him about a difficult textbook. What is the tone of the selection? A. Admiring. B. Exciting. C. Sympathetic. D. 'Enthusiastic'. 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 ' the author is expressing an admiring tone. We can infer this through the author's word choice in regards to the student. We can tell the author is on the student's side because the student is described as brave, while the teacher is described as pretentious. Now, let's change the words and determine how they change the tone. Drawing the attention of his classmates as well as his well-respected teacher, the demanding student dared to experiment with his teacher's intelligence by interrogating him about the widely used textbook. What is the tone of the selection? A. Loving. B. Caring. C. Disapproving. D. Embarrassing. In this selection, the author is expressing a disapproving tone. We can infer this through the author's word choice in regards to the student. We can tell that the author is on the teacher's side because the student is described as demanding, while the teacher is well-respected. We see the tone developed through the author's choice of words, or what we call diction. Also, we can see it through the author's biased opinion on the topic. Inferring the general tone of a selection is very easy, isn't it? To summarize, a tone is the expression of the author's attitude and feeling about a subject. A writer's tone might be admiring, disapproving, living, angry, sympathetic, or any of the other tones shown. Now, I want you to answer these alone. Please do comment your answer below and let me see if you got it right.
And that's it! We have come to the end of this episode. Inferring the general tone of the selection is very easy, right? I hope you had fun learning today as much as I did. Thank you for staying with me. Always remember to open a book and discover what magic is. I am Teacher Danico. See you again in our next reading adventure. Bye!